Dashi is an important part of Japanese food culture, and Sanji from One Piece gives us a recipe to make his best dashi. While it is simple to make, it is an integral ingredient when making Japanese food, and I'll be showing you how to make it. The recipe comes from the One Piece Cookbook by Sanji. I'll post a link to it in the video description. Dashi is used as an ingredient in some of the recipes you'll find in the book as well. It's important as it imparts umami into various Japanese dishes, which makes them so delicious. Umami is recognized as a fifth taste with salty, sweet, sour, and bitter. The ingredients are simple: 5 cups of water, 1 sheet of kombu, and 20 grams of katsuobushi. You'll find a link to the ingredients in the video description. Start by putting 5 cups of water in a saucepan. After you're done, add the sheet of kombu to the pan and let it soak in the water for at least 30 minutes. This is according to the recipe in the cookbook. If you let it soak longer, you impart more of the umami flavor in the dashi. Another way to release more flavor from the kombu is to cut slits into it after it has rehydrated and becomes softer to cut. I cut slits into it after waiting 15 minutes to let it soak in the water. Do you like my cute cat-themed scissors? I got these scissors from Daiso. It even has little paws on the blade with measurements on the side for when you're cutting. After 30 minutes of soaking, you'll notice the kombu shines in the light and a little slimy to touch, which means it's ready to be simmered. Put the pan on the stovetop and turn it on to medium heat. Just before boiling, which you'll notice with the many tiny bubbles inside the pan, take out the kombu. Don't throw away the kombu, as you can use it to make furikake, which I'll show you in my next video. Next, put all the katsuobushi into the pan. With the heat still on, move the flakes of the katsuobushi around in the pan. You'll find scum moves to the surface, which you'll remove for a cleaner and more refined tasting dashi. Simply take a ladle and skim the surface to remove the scum from the water. Scum, scum, got to remove that scum for that cleaner flavor. After about 2 minutes, you'll notice the katsuobushi has settled to the bottom of the pan, then you can turn off the stovetop. To impart more of the katsuobushi flavor in the dashi, you can let it soak in the water for 10 minutes. Next, you're going to strain the dashi. First, put a fine mesh strainer over a bowl. Next, pour the dashi out from the saucepan into the strainer. Do not press down on the katsuobushi in the strainer, as it will ruin the flavor of the dashi. Let the liquid naturally drain itself from the katsuobushi. After a few minutes, you can remove the katsuobushi from the strainer, but don't throw it away. Watch me use the katsuobushi to make furikake, along with the kelp that was saved earlier, in my next video. When it's done, you'll have a golden colored and umami rich dashi to use in various dishes. If you're not going to use it right away, you can store it in an airtight container. Dashi can be refrigerated for 2 to 3 days or stored in the freezer for 1 to 2 months. If you're going to use the dashi within the next 2 to 3 days, I recommend putting the dashi in a pitcher. By putting it in a pitcher, it'll be easier to pour out the dashi when you're ready to use it, whether directly in a serving dish or when you're taking measurements for a recipe. Plus, by putting it in a thinner pitcher, like the one you see here, it won't take up too much space in the fridge when you're storing it for later use. As you can see, I used the funnel when putting the dashi into the pitcher. I feel more relaxed transferring the dashi into the wider area of the funnel rather than through the top of the pitcher, as I'd less likely spill the dashi when transferring. You can use the dashi in soups like miso soup, sauces, oyakodon, poached vegetables, chawanmushi, light stews, and so much more. Don't limit yourself and try using dashi in a variety of dishes. You'll be surprised how important dashi is in your favorite dishes to give it the umami flavor you love so much. Time to taste Sanji's best dashi. Itadakimasu. Delicious. You can taste the katsuobushi, but it's not a strong fishy flavor. It's a lighter oceanic flavor from the kombu mixed with a slightly smoky and fish flavor of the katsuobushi. I give it 5 choppers for taste and 1 chopper for simplicity to make. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join us for more recipes from the East Blue as I make the recipes in Sanji's cookbook. Until next time, see ya!